know this is going to sound a bit dramatic, but the reason you're constantly overwhelmed, scrolling till midnight, stuck in a loop to start something or, stop that guilt is not because you lack discipline. It's because your brain is exhausted. You're mentally overstimulated, not giving your brain a break. And if you're a woman building a business in today's hyper online world, the solution isn't another productivity hack. It's simply dopamine detox, not the live in a cave with no phone version, but a practical, more business aligned version, a more feminine version that would actually work for you. So, dopamine is a chemical in your brain that motivates you to take action. It spikes when you anticipate something pleasurable. It happens right before you're taking that snack, right before you're planning a trip or going for a trip. But the problem is if you're constantly refreshing your feed, chasing micro hits of validation, bouncing between tasks, not finishing the previous one, you're training your brain to only chase what's easy and immediate. That's a huge problem for women in business because the real stuff, writing offers, building systems, showing up on a video, is not always exciting. It's often slow and uncomfortable. And if your brain is overloaded with the noise, it will keep choosing what feels good now over what builds your future. It remains short term and not long term. As women, we are always thinking long term, aren't we? If there's a task pending, how would that turn out in the next 1 week? Would it pile up? Would it not? I know as a woman that I feel like this. Rather than thinking of the short term pleasure, think of the long term goal and the gain that you have from that. Let me show you how this hits you as a founder, as a freelancer, a creator, an entrepreneur. You sit down to build a sales page, end up on a Canva, probably changing fonts for 3 hours. You want it to be perfect and you plan to batch content but spend 45 minutes scrolling for inspiration. I've been there. You open Notion to write emails or DM scripts, but check your DMs 6 times before you even start. I know this sounds familiar to me. I know that it sounds very familiar to you also. And it's not because you're lazy. It's not because I was lazy. I was not. I was hyperactive. It's because my mind, my brain was overstimulated. You wired yourself to need constant novelty. Anything that requires a lot of deep focus is boring, is overwhelming. That's how you feel because you've been focusing on the short term goals a lot in the past few days or weeks or months. Now, the internet will tell you cut out your phone, meditate for 5 hours, sit in silence, and let's be real, that doesn't work when you're running a business and managing 12 things or tasks at once. Here's what I personally feel: a dopamine detox isn't about cutting joy. Scrolling is fine, just you have to limit it. It's about resetting your baseline so real work really starts to feel rewarding again. We are creating friction between you and your distractions. It's basically to gently train your brain to crave meaningful output again. Hope this makes sense. And here's how I detox without disappearing from life or business or stop doing things that I love doing. Number one, I sit down, I audit my triggers. I start by tracking and understanding what you reach for the moment you're bored. I write a few things down. What tab you open when work feels hard? What app steals 20 minutes without you realizing? For me, it's definitely Instagram. It's still an issue. It's getting better. Number two would be for the first 90 minutes of your day, do not use your phone. I'm not saying you go 24 hours without the phone, just the first 90 minutes of the day. Don't look at notifications, don't look at emails, don't have any sort of music, Netflix, no sugar, just a little bit of deep work, go for a walk, make your matchas, sit in a cozy place, take in some sunshine, journal. You can script your videos at that time. 90 minutes is more than enough for a couple of videos. plan your day, do all of that stuff, but don't use your screens and don't overstimulate your brain. What it does is it tells your brain what real reward is and what effort gives you that reward. And you've already done your hardest task before even the world gets up, even before you start working. And number three would be, you can't just remove dopamine. You need healthier resources. You need alternatives. You need to replace things, right? You need to replace your distractions. So scroll breaks with 10 minutes walk, replace it with walks, Netflix night with a podcast while you cook. Maybe you could be in a podcast or record a podcast or listen to a podcast with your partner. Impulse browsing with real intentional input, such as reading success stories, reading testimonials, reading case studies. These aren't restrictions, it is a simple redirection to your dopamine hit. Your dopamine is already telling you what it needs, it just you need to understand what to replace. Now, use visual progress to reward your brain. This is optional. Track how many cold emails you send, show before and after of a design, write one high signal post instead of seven low reels. A personal hack I use is I use a whiteboard and tick off everything. I literally make a checklist. I'm going to show you right now. I literally make a checklist of everything that I need to get done every single day. Every single day, because I have been used to it since my high school days. Every little task that I need to be done, I always put it in a checklist and I just tick it off. That's another dopamine hit that you get after, ticking it off. That's a real motivation for oneself. And you don't want to detox and then end your day with overstimulation. That's not how it works, because then you're going back to the same loop. What you need to do is you need to close your laptop by the end of the day, and once you're done working, clean your workspace, light up a candle, you can journal, you can see how your day was. Train your brain that rest is something you get after work is done. Work and rest don't go together, but they go well separately together, if that makes sense. Now, I want you to try this for 24 hours. You do the morning routine, you do the evening routine, and you just keep the work in between. Nothing else. The morning, do not use your screens. Same for the evening, just relax. Both of these times are for relaxing. The morning time, you can plan your day. In the evening, you can just relax, read what you want. It doesn't have to be necessarily self-help books. I don't really focus more on just self-help books. You can read anything that you like. Self-help books are great. Sometimes people do get bored, so my personal favorites would be murder mysteries. My personal favorites would be philosophy by L.F. Shafak or Sartre. Yeah, I just like to have a very good mix of things. Now, build the thing that you've been delaying, launch the page, record the video, even if it's not perfect. Do not think about the perfection for a second, just start. That's something that I have been saying for a very long time to myself, to my students, to everyone. Just start. Whatever you're thinking of starting, just start. Keep it small, you can make it better later. The thing is, your attention is your biggest currency, and if you don't protect it, someone else will monetize it for you. As a woman in business, you're already multitasking, already being pulled in different directions. And so, this isn't about being strict with yourself, it's about being smart. So, just redirect your dopamine where it matters, where you can get the real result or reward. When you reset your dopamine, one, your focus returns, your ideas feel fresh again, your output gets into a better shape, your business starts compounding. That's for sure. Not because you worked harder, but because you stopped working against your own self, against your own brain, against your own motivations, against your own ideal self. I talk about ideal self a lot because I believe in it. If I know my ideal self does this, my ideal self does not do this, my ideal self, let's say, does not drink sugary drinks or carbonated drinks. I don't. I really don't. I've never touched a carbonated drink in months, maybe years. I don't even remember. So I hope this made some sense and was helpful to you in any ways. Try the 24-hour method, morning routine, your work, and then your night routine. Make it very relaxing for yourself. Do not overcomplicate it. Keep it very simple. And if this helped and sounds good to you, send it to a woman in your vicinity or in your circle who might need it. See you later.